Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 381. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Yo!
And Tony Korkanakis.
I'm young.
What's up, guys? Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers, to 381 of the Moviecast. It's amazing. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's Black Panther, but we're not going to get into that yet. We're going to talk about the box office first, and we'll get into that shortly. At number one, still, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which has now been announced that it's getting a sequel.
Gosh, it just made way too much money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Way too much money for what it was.
Huge hit for Sony.
That will be a fast track sequel. Just expect it as soon as possible.
I can't imagine that not being awful. But
The sequel or Jumanji?
This is supposed to be very good.
A fast track sequel to that, yes. I think it is.
I really
set up
liked
to be
Welcome to the
awful.
Jungle, and I think we talked about last time, like there's plenty of room for a sequel there, and we could even have different people with these avatars. So like you could have The Rock acting totally different or stuff like that. So it seems pretty cool, promising.
Yep. I think it would be kind of cool. You have that video game-esque thing. I didn't see the movie, but I know that it's got like that video game vibe thing, so you can always change the atmosphere of it. So, all right, that's number one. Maze Runner at 2 at 10.6. It was close, but it failed. The Death Cure at number 2. Winchester 3. The Greatest Showman at 4, and The Post at 5. And that's your top 5 of your box office.
This is a pretty bad weekend, though.
Yeah.
It's a low weekend. I mean,
It's weird, though. Why would it be low?
well, there's nothing out.
The number one movie is what, 3-4 weeks old?
Yeah. I mean, it's Christmas.
Well, nobody's going to a movie on Sunday either.
Thank you, Corey. That was the answer I was
I know.
looking for.
I was like, can we get in there?
I'm not going to get there. I completely missed that. Sorry.
It was Super Bowl
It was
Sunday,
Super Bowl
guys.
Sunday, yeah. Speaking of which, did you guys enjoy the commercials or the game? Either one?
They were kind of weak.
Both
this
were, okay, I guess.
Yeah, we had some feed issues. Did you guys have the feed problem from NBC?
A couple times it went black.
Went black.
I don't know.
We were just like,
Yeah, it actually, somebody screwed up at their network, and we actually missed some commercials or something like that. They didn't air some, so they had to go back and fix it. It's a big mess. Considering it was $5 million a commercial, if I'm one of those companies, I'm annoyed.
The Super Bowl somehow always has technical issues, too. Like the power went out like a year or two back, like on the stadium.
That's right.
How does this happen for like the biggest event? Like, how do they not?
I don't know.
Yeah, so many moving parts, though. That's the thing. It's just so much going on.
And now there's even more with the streaming services this year.
No, but these were like basic things that went wrong. It wasn't like,
but that's what the stuff that gets overlooked too, is because it's the basic stuff you just kind of like cruise control through that and not really pay attention because you're like, oh, I know what to do here, blah 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 blah. Oops, forgot to do what I always do.
I like the Tide commercials.
The Tide commercials were the highlight.
Hopper.
The way,
was the best.
the way they did it too. Like for the rest of the game, any commercial that wasn't immediately apparent on what it was, I was like, is this Tide commercial?
Yeah.
Like I'm expecting the twist or the Tide commercial.
They had the Old Spice. They had a lot of cracks. I mean,
commercial.
they had used a lot of their. We had to look up the properties that company owns because we're like, wait, Old Spice and everything like that's all mixed in. So yeah, they own all of that stuff. So they were able to kind of have fun with their own products. But
it was funny though, because didn't like Jeep make fun of car commercials that use like famous speeches, and then Dodge used a car commercial. A car commercial with a famous speech, and it's like they own Jeep.
Yeah.
That Dodge one was. I just don't understand how that got approved. I mean, how many people do you think that commercial had to get seen by, like from start to finish, concept to final product, and nobody, not one person, goes, "Wait a second, maybe this isn't a good idea."
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the whole controversy of just using, a famous person's speech to try to sell a product,
right?
But the slogan is "Built to Serve," so awkward. I mean,
because it's whose speech it was.
Right, exactly.
I mean, if it was like somebody else, then whatever.
I don't even know what
Edison
you're
or
talking
some
about
shit.
because I tuned out all car commercials because I don't care.
Yeah,
Those never interesting commercials.
But that wasn't even a new one either. Like that aired before.
yeah. Well, a lot of them
Super Bowl.
air now before. Like the Bud Knight commercial I saw online. Somebody posted. They posted on YouTube.
The
So-
Bud Light commercial is just funny because I don't know if you remember the days when we used to go to conventions, but I'm pretty sure we saw stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Like beer bottle or beer can boxes, like
Yeah.
like the containers
Yeah.
that the cans come in, or whatever.
That or Mountain Dew nights.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, so we had those commercials. We had some trailers drop. We had the new Infinity War trailer get shown, which I gotta say I'm pretty psyched for that movie. A lot of
You don't
theories.
need to do anything. You just need to show like Thanos and like, yep, that's fine. Like,
Apparently, people are upset that Hawkeye wasn't in it.
Well, there's a lot of theories now that Brie Larson was in that trailer, like hiding behind Captain America in the one
So
sequence.
stupid. Yeah.
So,
Okay. Theories.
Is
is that a bet? Is there a bet, Jim, that you have?
I said she's going to be in that movie. I don't know if we made
Is there a
bet,
bet?
but I don't know.
Because I mean, if you want to just throw a bet out there, I can just.
I'll say she's in it.
She's in this one on May 4th, the May
Yeah.
4th one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bet you that she's not.
All right, you're on.
Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's for fun,
All right, well,
whatever.
we'll-
So
we'll
the
write this
actual character with Brie Larson, like not just a hologram, not a voice clip, actual Brie Larson.
I will give
in the
Jim
box.
Brie Larson
Well,
in any form.
yeah.
Any
Brie-
form, any
like,
form.
I'm
Okay.
confident
if they
that-
CG her
except-
character, but it's
What
Brie
if it's
Larson CG,
post-credits?
that works. That works.
I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of the movie.
I count it.
Okay.
If the only thing I'd be pissed off is if there's like a newspaper article with her picture, then I'd be like, But I'll even give you that, Jim,
All right.
Wow.
because like,
Whoa.
I'm that confident that they're not going to do anything.
What
with
if
that.
they say Captain Marvel?
Well, she's not in it.
All right.
They can say whatever they want. Hulk's not in Netflix shows. Big green monster.
I know.
It's in the bet channel already. I'm staying on top of it this time. All right. So, anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, the trailer. So we also got a Netflix trailer and premiere on the same night. Has this ever been done for movies?
Mm-mm. We even
Not
talked about this a couple
Netflix.
weeks ago.
I know. They pulled a
talked about
Sega.
this.
They pulled a Sega on us. So we got the Cloverfield 3 trailer that we've been wondering about if Netflix had purchased. We talked about that a few weeks
Well,
ago.
we
I know
talked
that.
about the fourth one being like
Yes.
in production
Last week-
already.
last
Yeah,
week the
because
fourth
I
one
really
was coming out.
Where's
Even
the third
like-
one? Wait, where's the third one?
Yeah. So I was pretty certain that if Netflix had bought this, because it was supposed to come out in April, and then it suddenly vanished from theater lists.
Yeah.
So that was the theory, and obviously that was true. And then they just dropped it an hour after the Super Bowl. So
Yep.
you can see it now. I heard not a very strong entry in the Cloverfield franchise, but I do want to watch it because I do like that. I liked 10 Cloverfield Lane quite a bit.
I really like that movie.
Yeah,
That was good.
I like this universe that they're building. Like, I like the idea of like sort of connected films, but not connected. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's not like we're getting that out of the Alien franchise anymore.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that was cool. What else did we get on trailers? We got Jurassic World.
Jurassic World was the
did
first
not
big
see
one
that
I
one.
saw.
We finally got Corey. It's the trailer we always wanted and needed and deserved because
Okay,
it
I'll
finally
watch
had
it
the
then.
full theme in it. Like
We've been waiting on that for like
I know.
however months now.
it did those same notes, and then it finally finished the song. I'm like, thank God. I was watching it that night. I'm like, thank God, because I missed that trailer during the game.
Dude, like they gave us blue balls, Tony. Come on.
Yeah. What?
But
Nobody
you
likes
know
blue
the
balls.
theme. I just don't understand.
You
It's so
can't
weird.
do like horror sounds. with
Yeah,
that
you know
theme
the
and not
other
finish
things
it.
too, but you still need to finish.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like the trailer that I did. Got me more excited for the movie. So
Needs
Yeah, I hated
more
that first
Goldblum.
yeah,
Is
it does
Chris
need more
Pratt
Goldblum.
going to be in this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Does Chris Pratt die
This
in
is
this?
his vehicle now.
I don't know.
Chris
Does Chris
Pratt
Pratt die in
can't
this?
die. No, he'll never die. It's
All
Chris
right.
Pratt.
I just said it's his vehicle.
Yeah,
He's-
I know. But all right.
Do they kill Jeff Goldblum?
Nah, he's gonna be in there for 5 minutes in the court. That's it.
Yeah,
He's
probably.
done.
Probably. Life finds a way. All right. So. Yeah. So.
They've been solo.
Solo, they
Solo.
had the teaser, and then
Oh, yeah,
there's
Solo,
an
that's right.
extended run afterwards.
Yeah, there was. Well, they released the teaser for that, and then they released the full trailer, like the day after, I think it was. So, I mean, I didn't like the teaser. I didn't like the trailer. So I don't know. Did you guys like
I
that?
don't know if I saw the trailer. I think I only saw the teaser. So
The trailer actually shows him
It actually
a little
shows
more, and he talks
Solo.
more, which is not necessarily good.
I just I'm not a big fan of the actor that they got for the role, but I don't really know him too well, so I can't judge it. But I'm not looking forward to.
I'm not watching this for Han Solo.
Yeah, no, no. It's definitely I'm more excited for Donald Glover.
Yeah, Donald Glover's Lando. That's like I think he looked great.
Perfect.
Yeah,
casting.
I think he looks like great casting.
Yeah, I think that is.
And
I mean,
like just his personality fits that character so well.
And hopefully, what's her name? Amelia Clark.
yes, yeah.
Hopefully, her character is good in this.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what she is.
What's her name in this?
No one knows who she is.
Mother of Dragons?
Probably.
Mother of Wookiees.
Woody Harrelson's in this. Don't forget too. I mean, he got in the trailer, so we'll see. He's usually pretty good. So
I mean, I see this,
And this has got like such like a interesting story behind it with the directors that started it, and then the director that came in to finish it. So, and then just basically redo the whole movie.
yeah, well, they had the big fallout with the directors where, the actors were pissed, so they didn't like those directors. So this is it might have worked out better for this movie, considering how angry the actors were for the last set of directors. So, what else do we have trailer wise?
Skyscraper.
Oh yeah, we had Die Hard. Die Hard with the Rock.
I really thought that was like more another Primal Rage trailer at first.
I thought it was Rampage.
Rampage?
I thought it was Rampage.
That same thing.
Yeah.
I get those confused for my entire life.
Yeah.
I saw some tweet where somebody was like, "Yeah, you should play this drinking game where you try to guess which
Rock
movie it is, just based on screenshots that don't blatantly give away which series it was."
Screenshots of him looking into the camera like this or something.
Yeah.
Like, which movie is this? Every movie.
Yeah.
By the way, did anyone find it like, I don't know, a little bit questionable when he's like teetering, hanging on by his
Prosthetic
fake leg? Yeah. Like they're like, oh look, this guy, he's got a fake leg, and then it's like, oh god, it's what he's holding on to.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I expect it from those movies.
I was disappointed in the name more than anything else. Like, really? That's what you're gonna go with, Skyscraper? Okay.
Yeah. What else do we have? I'm trying to think of what other movies. Do we have any others?
Sure
Nothing really
there's
more of
anything
note.
else that I can remember.
I mean, the big ones were probably Jurassic Park, The Avengers, and Solo. Other than that, I don't really know if there was anything else that
I
really
don't
made
think so.
much of a splash.
All right, so let's move on from the Super Bowl then. Let's move into a Mario movie being made. That's right, confirmed. We reported this a while back. Nintendo has confirmed that Mario is actually being made with the people that did the Minions. Yeah. I almost call it Despicable Me Minions, but yeah, they're just Minions. But so they're doing this movie with Nintendo, and we're gonna get an animated Mario movie confirmed.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, they know how to make money, so
they do.
that's probably why they went with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that would be my first choice for studio for just quality purposes, but for making money, I mean, it's hard to argue their recent track record.
They know how to do an efficient animated movie and make money, like that low budget, high profits. That's what they're good with. So
they did Sing also, right? Which was pretty terrible.
Yeah. But it made so much money, right?
Budget-wise, it was low for them, so they can squeak out crappy movies to make good money. So
I don't even understand how that was a low budget movie, since they like have every A-lister do like a little part in that stupid. I hate
it's almost like if you had voice actors doing the voices of little emoji people, how you would actually release a movie like that. But we'll get into that. All right, Black Panther. We're finally at the Black Panther news. We have some stats early on about the fastest pre-ordered superhero movie tickets of all time. We have some news about the score meddling from fan base coming in shortly that we'll see, where they're going to try to tank the reviews of this movie on purpose. And then we also have great reviews coming out from the critics right now. On Metacritic, I think it's at 88, and I think it's 100 on Rotten right now, or is it still 100?
I don't know. Let me check.
So a couple of things here with Black Panther, which is coming out on the 15th, but the 16th is the official date. I still haven't bought tickets for this. I might go see it Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's coming out on Wow, yeah, it's a very short time.
Yeah, still 100%.
Next week.
Yeah, it's still 100%, getting great reviews. What do you guys think about the fan reviews in response to the fan reviews coming out for DC? This is actually what was stated. Because of the low scores that DC movies have been getting, these fans are going to band together to lower the score of Black Panther no matter what.
Just shows
Whatever.
the
It's not
potential.
going to much
stop
stock is put
anything.
into a review site. People get too attached to one review site, and then they care too much and go crazy.
It's not going to matter.
No, I don't think so. It's gonna this movie. What's it projected? 150 right now?
It's around that.
Yeah, that's amazing because it was like 120. I remember talking about it. So.
Want to make a bet if this will do Justice League, domestic and or worldwide?
Nope.
No,
No,
want to take a bet?
Jumanji's
No?
doing
No?
Justice League.
I don't want no part of
what's
that.
the point of
You
that?
Too much.
Nobody wants to take
Well,
a bet?
do you want to do Wonder Woman? I'd say that's a little closer.
Oh,
Domestic or worldwide?
Domestic.
that's interesting. I think about it, but
I mean, at
I
least
would-
that's
I would do-
closer.
I
The
would
question
I would
is,
do
what comes out in the
domestic
following
if we also
month
do
or
a
so?
separate one for worldwide, and then that way, you know,
Oh,
It's a
you
double
wanna-
threat.
Oh wow.
double threat.
Oh,
match.
like if it's 1-1, we split and that's it, and you know, if it's the other way, then it's still just one movie.
Right.
Huh.
We'll see. We'll have to think about that too.
All right, let's
But
think.
I-
Yeah, we got another.
All right.
But I think that would be closer
Yeah.
comparison just based off of what we're hearing and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, good reviews so far for this movie. I am pretty excited to see it. It's amazing I haven't bought my tickets yet. It's just like the timing. It's the timing of it because it's like
Well, this is also the fastest selling, right? Isn't that what Fandango purported or something like that on their site?
yeah, fastest pre-ordered. So it's got a lot of seats still in our Rockaway area that we go to. They're also. Did you see what Fandango's doing? If you buy your tickets, pre-order your tickets, they give you a free bouquet of flowers. It's Valentine's Day weekend. That's why.
Well, it's past Valentine's Day.
It's past
but-
Valentine's Day. Yeah. So
It's
you
like,
can,
okay.
but I mean, it's probably the Valentine's movie instead of going to see. Isn't there 50 Shades coming out again?
Probably.
I think we
I
talked
think
about
we
that.
saw a
That's coming.
trailer actually for
I think
it.
that's coming out this week, actually.
I think it is. I think it is.
Because they got to get before Valentine's
They want to get the
Day.
Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
this is-
All right. So what else we have? Oh yeah, we have good news that came out late today was the fact that the Game of Thrones writers David Benoit, and what's the other guy? David. No wait.
Weiss or Weiss?
Weiss, yeah, DB Weiss or something like that, yeah. The writers for the Game of Thrones, the showrunners essentially, are now in charge of writing for a new Star Wars trilogy, not in cahoots with like the Rian Johnson's trilogies that he's going to do. This is completely separate. So we're going to get two separate trilogies of Star Wars. Is this, guys? Are we thinking overkill here?
I'm already thinking that from the last couple of years.
I don't mind,
in between
Mike.
ones?
Mike, I don't mind another trilogy.
I'm curious what they're doing. Like it has to, it needs to need more information because it could be anything. And so
Just because it's getting written doesn't mean it's actually.
I would
gonna
like to
get
say
made.
that if they're going for two like separate trilogies, I think doing it this way is a great idea because you're going to get two different kinds of movies with these two writers,
Right,
Rian Johnson
because-
and these two.
Right, because after 9, it's going to be an open playing field.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the idea. We'll see what we get after 9. So,
I mean, so far all the side stories have been prequels to.
yeah, and I think we're going to get a Kenobi movie too. I
First
think that gets
6.
announced. I think Kenobi gets announced this summer. Officially.
But what's Ewan McGregor seems really excited to do it, right?
There's so many rumors flying.
I think
with him.
I mean, he's been
likes-
working out and stuff
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I mean, he would do it if they ask him. I think. I don't know if like.
He's got the beard
But
already. Latest interview has the beard.
Yeah.
So
he would definitely do it.
yeah,
And
I
he's
think
he's primed for it. Like they asked the guy that played Sidious from the first trilogy, like from the original trilogy, to come back to play Palpatine.
I would actually like that spin-off. Like, I'm not excited for the Solo movie. Like, that's not the era. I don't know. It's just I am excited. I'd be more excited for Kenobi. So
It's the same era almost.
I know, but it's just like I think it's the characters. I don't know. For me, I think it's the characters. I'm more interested in Kenobi than I am with Han Solo when he was younger.
I just think with Kenobi, we have a really good idea of what his character is already, so it's not like they can really deviate from that too much. Whereas with a young Han Solo, they could really mess it up.
Oh yeah,
they could,
this is
or just
this could be really bad, or this could also be amazing. I mean, it could be.
No, that's why I'm much more excited for Lando, but because
Lando's
he's no more of a mystery.
I think that's the intrigue for this next movie.
And if they just made a Lando movie, because the Lando comic is pretty good too.
Yeah. When
you think he makes an appearance in episode 9?
Billy D?
No.
I don't think so.
Have they said why they never? He's not in it. Did they try to get him and he just didn't?
One too many old guys.
Ryan Johnson said there was no time to give his character.
One too many old guys.
I do think he wants to come back though.
He did want to come back. He said he was sort of mad that they didn't ask him.
There's more of a chance in this last one because of the fact there's no Carrie Fisher to be in this movie. So
I can see them
come to be Carrie Fisher.
Well, you know what I mean. They don't have that because this was going to be a heavily
from the old.
Yeah,
they'll just show up. General Calrissian is here to take control of the resistance.
Yeah, so I think
maybe.
Well, he could be one of the representatives of another planet that came to help.
Yeah.
They technically left the door open.
Jimmy Smith showed up in Rogue One, so.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's see. All right, I think that's it for movie news. Yeah. Let's get into what we've been up to. I'll kick us off because I missed I tried to pay up both bets today. I'm trying to pay up on my bets, but I couldn't with Mike's. Mike gave me a movie that seemed like it was going to be god-awful. I got 22 minutes in before the sound really... Remember I made a comment on Discord about the audio getting low?
That didn't happen when I watched it on YouTube,
just didn't come back.
Know what happened.
It just didn't come back. I kept refreshing and I reloaded the page and it everything after that 20-minute mark, it's just there's no audio. So I could not watch that. I tried. Seems very weird movie. Where did you even find that movie, Mike?
I saw someone on YouTube just mentioned that this guy, he's in a few movies that he's made. So we found one and it was all there. So yeah. That's fun.
All right. Anyways, so I did have to pay up on the other bet today. I watched the Emoji Movie. It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen. It wasn't a good movie. I won't say that I enjoyed it. It was basically like we've seen. You guys have seen Wreck-It Ralph. It's the same premise of this idea. The only thing different is the emoji can't be the meh face that he needs to be, and because he's got too many other emotions in him. So he tries to go on a mission to get himself reprogrammed, so he's just meh. Because he just wants to... So he jumps from app to app on somebody's phone, and it's an adventure like that. If it sounds... They go to different worlds, video game worlds. They play Just Dance. They play... so it's very much like Wreck-It Ralph. They go to the Candy Crush world. And with Sony's name on it, I guess they own those properties, so we're able to drop those names in there. But it was...
I don't think they own either of those properties.
I thought they had to have some sort of... I thought they had to own something.
Activision owns King, and King...
Oh, okay. King is both?
Candy Crush.
All right, so they paid...
I don't know if Dance Dance... I thought it was Konami or something.
Oh, no. Just Dance is Ubisoft. I'm sorry.
Oh, Just Dance. I thought you said Dance Dance.
No, Just Dance 4. So it's about basically in the real world, or the animated real world of this movie, there's a kid who wants to impress a freshman girl because he's a freshman in high school, and he goes to send an emoji... and it's this new guy who his parents are the meh emoji, and he's ready to take over, and he freaks out in the cell. They go to scan his face and has the emoji, and it's this weird looking emoji face that gets sent to the girl, and that's how the movie starts. He crashes the emoji universe, and so the kid. This is. I have to tell you. You guys don't mind if I spoil this movie, do you?
No, I have no.
So at one point in this movie, the kid goes to the repair store to get the phone wiped and reformatted, and so the idea is to try to stop him from doing that. So everything is being erased around them. It's all coming in and coming in, and then just as it goes away, he gets the right face emoji sent to the girl, and then that saves the day somehow. But then as far as I know how things work when you're formatting, once stuff's gone, it's gone.
You can't stop that.
You could probably stop and save the one app, but everything just came back on the phone suddenly. I'm because he unplugged it from being formatted. And I'm for me, that was the part that I was just I can't do this.
That was it.
That was the part.
It's I made it so close to the end, but that's ridiculous.
Patrick Stewart has the worst cameo roles in this movie. He just makes random comments. I remember like hearing about him as the poop emoji, and I'm thinking like, okay, there's got to be some serious role for him, and it's like not serious, you know what I mean, like involved.
Parody
he's going to be in it. Where he's going to be involved in
Serious?
it. You know what I mean? And he's hardly in this movie. He's in the movie maybe 45 seconds. So
that's all he needs from Pope anyway.
Sure.
So.
There's, I mean, it's about like he goes basically he finds the high five emoji, who's his buddy, and because the like in the land of lost emojis that nobody uses, there's like a underground world where they go where the internet trolls sit.
What, black market emoji?
Yeah, essentially.
Wow.
So then they have to find the jailbreaker to jailbreak the phone so they can get reprogrammed.
This sounds so awful.
And then they enter into the Dropbox app to get backed up to the
Somebody
cloud.
got paid to write this movie.
Yeah. Well, they dropped names on it.
Not
too.
only somebody got paid to write it, Tony, somebody got paid and approved it.
I don't know where you come up like where you think
This
is
would have
actually a good
been
idea.
fine maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. I just
Really? Why?
because I think that was like the
Because-
explosion of the emojis. I think it was more.
That's before you saw emoji pillows at the mall and like a kiosk.
Plus, like I don't think Wreck-It Ralph was. I mean, this is so close to Wreck-It Ralph's idea. Like it just doesn't. For me, I'm like, this is just
Plagiarism.
a terrible Wreck-It Ralph. Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna watch a movie like this, I'm gonna watch Wreck-It Ralph because the lessons that you learn are the same, and it's a better movie. It's a far better movie. So it was not really good, and
Well, I mean, that was the point. So
yeah. So bet paid, one down. Tony's got to come up with another
I'm
one.
going to make you watch Mystery Men.
Again,
Was it?
Please, not again.
No. Jim never finished it.
I
You've
had
never
to have finished
seen all
that.
of Mystery Man?
I had to have finished that movie at some point. I had to have.
I hope so. I mean,
Well, Nick was just telling me
Nick-
how
classic.
Nick and I,
Jim
no,
and him had
Nick
to
and I hate
return.
that movie. Nick and I hate that movie. We went to that movie from Blockbuster one day, and we turned it off and returned it, and we wanted our money back at Blockbuster. So, but I had to have finished it at one point. I mean, it's up to you. I can watch it, but I think I
No.
finished it.
I'll come up with something else.
Okay.
There's plenty out there. Let's not
Sure,
be too rash.
sure. Mike pulls out these like unknown sagas from like
They're
YouTube.
not unknown.
Yes, it is.
Not now.
I've never heard of that shit, dude.
I don't even know what movie it is. Which one
Neil
is it?
Breen, man.
If we're gonna start pulling
Look
that
up-
stuff out, guys, for bets, I'm gonna start pulling out trauma movies.
No. That doesn't count.
So, but first of all, the movie that you would have watched. I did you a favor because it would have been fun.
I know what you're trying to do, Mike. But that's why I said I might recommend trauma movies because they're the same idea.
So if you can't do that one, then I will make you watch Room. Mostly because I just want people to watch The Room.
The Room. Okay, so I gotta watch The
Yeah.
Room. All right. Anyway, so that's what I watched there. I also watched Star Trek Discovery, which is a great show stuck on a subscription network that it needs to get off of.
Well, apparently it's working.
Well, yeah. Well, no, yeah. For me it is because I've forgotten to cancel now twice, and they've gotten $11 out of me now. But I really do enjoy the show. It's very good Star Trek show. Like excellent. Like really good. It sort of mixes the new idea of Star Trek where it's a little actiony. People didn't like that, I know, but it does bring back the roots of Star Trek, and you have those crazy stories where they
I
go into
hope so with
alternate
the Discovery name.
yeah, alternate dimensions. You know, they have the upside down, almost called it, but it's like the mirror universe that's famous in
Mind
Star
Flayer?
Trek. We have a mirror universe in Star Trek. It's famous. Like it's
Yeah.
been in Deep Space Nine. It's been in all of them, and it's the same universe. It's just early on with the Discovery. So it was really cool to see that. And then there were some twists that you don't expect, and there's blood and character deaths, which I guess they couldn't do on TV as much. So there are a lot of character deaths in this. A lot of character deaths, actually. You're like, holy shit, they just killed him. And he's like a main character. So like that's interesting that they do that. So I do like that show. And
If it was on Friday night, they could do it. I mean, they've been killing people
that's what
off
I'm
left
saying.
and
I
right.
also got to watch S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm completely caught up on S.H.I.E.L.D. And
Guys.
it's a great show, Mike. It's a great show.
I'm not because I tried to watch the 4th episode and it was no longer on demand. So
Ooh, you got to stay within 5, Mike. You got to stay within 5. That's how it
I
works.
don't have time to stay current on any of these shows right now.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you're
that's
watching.
so funny.
Wait,
is
aren't you
because
watching
that
like
one episode,
Legends
I
of
think,
Tomorrow?
would have really been good for you. You
Not
would've
this year. I watched the first episode of that, and that was the end of
Did
that.
you watch the Legends of Tomorrow, like the whole thing on CW or whatever? Or is that still do the whole?
Not this year.
He's off
I
of it
watched the
this year.
first episode this year, and then
Well, I mean, online, doesn't they have it like you
You
can't
can watch all of it. You can. No, you
don't
can't. I
know.
think the same rules apply, Corey. I think it's 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a
But it
rule.
goes on Netflix really
Yeah,
fast.
it does. So I watched that. I also watched The Orville. I'm catching up on The Orville now. I'm 2 episodes behind on that. That's a great show too. Talking about Star Trek shows, but it's a comedy, and that's excellent. Like Seth MacFarlane's comedy, it's really good. So I recommend that. I also watched what was the other thing I watched? Shoot, I didn't get to watch Cloverfield yet. I guess that's about it, unless I remember something while we're talking. But that's pretty much it for me. So, Mike, what have you been up to?
So yeah, I did actually try to watch the next episode of that, but I couldn't, so I ended up watching a Simpsons rerun.
Ah.
And then I didn't really watch anything else, except I did watch Natalie Portman on Saturday Night Live, where she referenced her time in the prequels in a fun little rap thing.
I heard she rapped, yeah.
Which she did 12 years ago on her last time she was on. She did this like hardcore rap thing, it was great both times. And she dressed up as Queen Amidala again, and she's just like, say something bad about the prequels. It was funny. And that was cool, and she also dressed up as Eleven in a theoretical Stranger Things Season 3, which was interesting. And it also sort of shined light on what I'm worrying about for the next Stranger Things, because in the skit, at least, they have like all these other superpowered kids just like meeting up, and I'm just like, do I want this in Stranger Things? Is this what's coming? But so that's pretty much all I watch. I didn't really have time to watch anything longer than that.
I also watched Devilman Crybaby on Netflix.
Oh, the anime.
That's a weird anime.
Yeah.
I'm watching that now. I'm on episode 3, and it's I still am waiting for the thing to click the story, because it's like building. It's building to kind of just all come together. But it's interesting. It's really weird, and it's got some it's really weird. I mean, that's just it's really weird. I can't stress that enough.
I just can't. It's weird.
I mean, I've seen some weird anime, and this is way up there, up there.
That's what I heard.
So I'm gonna keep trying it out, and I'm only on episode 3, but it's interesting animation now. And I also watched Black Mirror. I can watch
Which
any
season?
Just
this
season
is the
4,
first season?
the Star Trek episode.
Oh.
I actually watched the Star Trek episode with is it Matt Damon? That was Matt Damon. Was in it. So it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. It's like a Twilight Zone for
it's a modern day Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I would recommend that, actually. I really like that. So So Corey, what have you been up to?
Well, my sister and brother-in-law have been staying with me for a little while, and he's like not really a wrestling fan, but he's like he wants to watch the pay-per-views. So we actually got the Royal Rumble. Well, we didn't get. We watched the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I watched that.
And it was interesting because
we both watched the Royal Rumble this year, Corey.
It's weird.
Is that weird?
Yeah. I loved WWF wrestling as a kid, because as a kid it's like, oh my god, there's this real. And
yeah.
Spoiler alert, it's not.
What?
So it was weird to see, but it was cool because they did a women's Royal Rumble this time around, and it was still
really
kind of a week old or something, I guess. We didn't watch it live or anything, but we just got it because if you get the WD network, you can just watch every single pay-per-view they've ever had.
I'm watching the old stuff now. Like I'm going way back. Roddy Piper.
So we watched that, and I was like, actually made me more interested in going back and watching the Royal Rumbles from before, like watching the first couple ones and seeing those. And it's interesting because it gave me some memories of just watching like the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan and Macho Man back in the day, and just seeing the contrast between these athletes and like what they look like now and what they look like then, and how they behave and how they act and stuff. So it's kind of almost got me back into WWE a little bit.
I watched Raw last night, actually.
Oh wow!
Yeah, just because I wanted to check it out, and I'm like, it's still crazy, some of the stuff I can't follow. I don't know who these characters are, but John Cena.
No, like all the new people. I mean, that's the thing, is like these new people, and it's weird because Sonya did watch like this Total Divas show, and like that brought in a whole different audience to this, and now like the women are just like coming up, and what's interesting is the NXT, which is like the minor leagues of this wrestling entertainment thing, whatever, is actually really good because these people are trying their hardest to like come up to the big leagues and make it to WWE. So they are actually doing a really good job and putting their all and big effort into everything they're doing. And that last match I watched was a championship match between I don't know these people's names, but like the champion, the more contender, the one before the Royal Rumble. And that was a fantastic match. So I do think those are doing really well too with the minor leagues there. So it's funny because I was like, oh, this is stupid. Like it had the Attitude Era was just so dumb, but
yeah.
it actually is bringing me back into it a little bit, watching some of it now. So
Yep.
it was pretty cool. And then I got caught up on Shield because I actually missed a few episodes with just things that have been happening going on with life and stuff. But getting caught up, and man, it's so good that I don't understand how every year they're like, this is gonna be it, guys. We're getting canceled, and it's like, but it's still like better than most of the Netflix stuff.
It's unfortunately it's on break till like mid-March now.
I know.
Oh, really?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll show reruns, Furman.
There you go, Mike. Maybe they
Definitely. Because like it's so funny because the episode you missed, I think, would have been a great episode for you to see.
It's where it takes off.
And then the episode after that is like you were asking for change, and then like stuff like definitely changes. So.
Yep.
It's cool. So yeah. Other than that, I just put on. Speaking of anime, I just put on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood just in the background while I was doing other things, just because it's so good. And I don't have to follow it like intensely, but I do want to actually get caught up on Super because the guy I sit next to is like talks about it all the time at work. And he's like, "You have to catch up, man." I was like, "I know. I just got the movies. I gotta get them. I watched now." So, so I'm gonna do that hopefully.
Cool.
Just in time for it to end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, Super's ending?
For a while, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have time to catch up then.
On that actually.
Cool. My Hero Academia is actually coming back. Yeah, season 3.
April.
So I can finish that up. I'm not done with that season. I stopped because I'm like, I kind of don't want to get hooked and then have to stop. And so I'm
watch it right before the next season
I will.
comes out.
The same thing with I have to watch Attack on Titan. I have to
I was gonna say that's.
So I might start that at work tomorrow. It's been slower.
That might not be the best thing to watch at work, but
it's all right. It's my own screen.
Yeah.
So on the IT guy, it's okay. Tony, what do you
nothing
think?
for me.
Nothing. All right.
Games.
So that's going to wrap up the movie cast. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter at allyoucangeek and like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and tune into the movie cast. Gamecast coming up next. Not the movie cast. This is the movie cast. Gamecast coming up next. Thanks.